All right, traders. Very good evening to you all. This is Avro from the Tradepsyche. It's almost 4 p.m. and I welcome you all to the post-market analysis, outlook, and expectations from the market for tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Sensex expiry, so we will do a discussion in context of that also. That how the expiry tomorrow can be, whether it can be sideways or whether it can be trending expiry, right? Because last two sessions they have been purely sideways. And why did that happen? We'll discuss that. Apart from that, we'll also discuss some of the crucial levels for tomorrow, the crucial resistances and crucial supports, which will be very relevant for tomorrow, right? Other than that, we'll also discuss the OI, the bias in OI, and what does the change in OI for today tells us that whether the markets are looking bullish or bearish. All right, so we'll start with the discussion. And today, one very peculiar thing has happened. Out of all the indexes, if you see on the screen, Nifty IT has plunged by almost near to 6%. Okay, before starting the discussion, I'll be leaving the link to my Telegram group in the description box below. Please do check it out. If you are a trader, whether intraday, swing, positional, do check that group out. We share live intraday commentary, change in OI data, what are the trends forming in the market, charts analysis, each and everything what you need as a trader, right? So if you are someone new to trading and if you have just started derivatives trading, do join that group. It's not a trade selling group, it's a teaching group, it's a skill upgrading group, right? So I'll be leaving the link in the description box below. Do check it out. It has a nominal joining fees. Do let me know in the comment section if you want to just join for the trial basis. All right, so what has happened to the Nifty IT and why it plunged today by 6%? So exactly, I'll tell you in just 1 to 2 minutes that yesterday night, Claude, as you know, Anthropic, the company, the AI company Anthropic, its AI model Claude, it dropped a tool which is known as Coworker. It basically what it does is uh, it released that tool, and the leaders, what the industry leaders, the engineers, what they are saying, it is basically replacing people in their domains, right? So earlier there used to be a chat bot where you can go and chat with it and tell your problem, whether it's an engineering problem, design problem, anything, and it will basically give you a solution. But yesterday Claude, Anthropic released a tool which can basically integrate with each and every domain of the work, wherein the work which our engineers, which Indian engineers used to do, and they are practically currently doing today also in the service based companies like TCS, Infosys, Tech Mahindra, Coforge, Persistent, that work can be replaced by these agents if you integrate it with your IDEs or maybe with your business logic. So Anthropic gave a full demonstration of that, and seeing that last night in the US market, the tech stocks, they fell off with the support from the broader markets, and they fell off the tech stocks like whichever tech stocks like Nvidia, Meta, and Microsoft, right? Whichever were going up in the anticipation of AI, in the anticipation of AI, and to what people were calling as AI bubble, that has seemed to that has started to burst, right? So this was the main reason. And today yesterday also, if you go and see, majority of the US tech stocks, they fell, and the impact today we can see on the Indian IT sector also. And in India, right, the major tech giants are service based, they are not product based. So the biggest impact will be on the Indian IT sector, because the evergreen period of the IT sector, the green phase of the last 10 to 15 years which the Indian IT industry enjoyed, it is no longer there. Because when the work of 10 people is being done by one person, and that one person is taking the help of that tool, so why would any CTO or CEO would employ the other 9 people? So it all makes sense. And if at all, in my perspective, if at all we don't pivot now in our Indian IT industry, I think that will be practically near to death experience for the Indian IT industries. And that is the main reason why Nifty IT today, and with Nifty IT, majority of the stocks fell by 5 to 6% each. All right. So, and this actually dented the gains of Nifty, just because they wanted to keep Nifty up. They probably they have, you know, pumped up each and every other sector. They have pumped up auto, they have pumped up banking, they have basically pumped up energy. If you go and see Reliance, so today Reliance is up almost 1.37 percentage, right? So just to manage the downside which could have been because of the Nifty IT in Nifty 50, they pumped each and other every sector, right? So this has happened today, and it's not a small thing, it's a big thing from my perspective, because in India, right, the service sector, the IT, it is responsible for 30 to 40 percentage of jobs, of total jobs in India. A major chunk of our economy comes from the service exports. Our GDP comes from the service exports from IT. So it's not a small issue, it's a big issue. That's why, and investors are not stupid, they are sensing that yes, the model which Indian IT follows today is collapsing, and is becoming irrelevant. All right, so now in regards to that, we'll start with the discussion on Nifty. Why I'm spending 6 to 7 minutes on this, because this is more important than what has happened today in the markets. Because if you really go and look, see, if you really go and see that what has happened today, it's basically nothing. From past 2 days, we are in a same range, and literally there is nothing which has changed on the charts. The levels are same, right? So we'll quickly go to the levels, and basically we'll just discuss that on the daily time frame, what kind of price action is forming and what can we do about it. All right, so yesterday we discussed from the perspective of moving averages. The Nifty should take support from 5 DMA. So 5 DMA is still yet to come on the upside. It is yet to do a crossover with all the other moving averages, but today we have taken a support from 100 DMA. We broke below prior daily low, which we discussed yesterday, which is 650, but we didn't close below it. We closed around roughly 730, 750, right? So nothing changes today as of now. It's just that the prior daily low which has changed. So now prior daily low has become, it is a wider range, 25,550. Below 25,550 tomorrow, if at all we will go for a gap covering. Today also this move happened just at the moment of open. I'll take you to the 15 minutes chart. The moment today we opened, the first 15-minute candle, it made till 25,550, and we exactly took a support from that point. All right, so the base point for tomorrow will be 25,550. If at all we break below it, the first level which we will see is, and there's no level between it, 25,250, and practically the gap covering, right? For tomorrow, bulls only will come. The level for the upside will be same. Above 25,850 we can target 26,000, and above 26,000 we can target 26,300, 300, right? So the levels will remain the same. And exactly, if at all you look from 5 minutes perspective also, 5 minutes time frame also, we have done nothing legit today. Like in reality we have done nothing, we have gone nowhere. The index is just 50 points up, and the whole day we were revolving in the same range. So that is, and why it has happened. See, generally note down this point: after a great session of volatility which came in like past 3 sessions, 1, 2 and 3, the market generally takes a cool off, and this happens each and every single point of time. If at all you want to see, this was the election period, and this was the whole volatility phase, from the top of this to this 4 sessions. After this 4 sessions, how many days we spent doing nothing? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 candlestick we spent doing nothing. We were, for 11 sessions we were around 23,500 only, right? So it is a probability that the pain can last for more time, and the markets can stay irrational more uh, more time than you can expect, right? So I'll bring back the levels. So follow this principle unless and until we break out or break down from this range, 25,850 and 25,500 on the downside. Do not try to trade the markets unnecessarily. All right, the levels will be the same. Above 25,850 you can target 26,000, but above 26,000 you can see a sharp short covering. Below 25,550 we can target basically the gap covering level, which is the 25,000. But if at all we start breaking below 25,000, it will be dangerous for the market. And if at all I want you guys to take a look at this price action now. 24,500, the level of 24,500. Because why I'm telling you this is because this zone has been tested multiple times. We have given a hit to 24,500 level, I think 1 2 3 4 5 6 seventh time. If at all, if we come the eighth time, I think it's the most weakest point, and this distance we can project on the downside exactly. So we can actually target 23,000, 22,500 like this. That's it, right? So be careful of the level of 24,500. We are still very far away from 24,500. The sentiment is very positive. Trade deal has been done. And one thing I'm not able to understand, that every bullish event has been factored. We have factored IT income tax slab rate cut. We have factored GST rate cuts. We have factored trade deal. We have factored RBI rate cuts. What else is there to factor on the bullish note? Still, our markets are, if at all they are not able to perform, I think we are in a very big consolidation zone. All right, so let's see from where does our market go from this point of time, from these point of levels. But on daily time frame, if at all you want to see the price action, it's not bullish, it's neither bearish. The closing is neither above prior daily high, the closing is nor below, nor it's below prior daily low, right? So unless and until we do that above prior daily high, I think now the prior daily high is above 25,815. So that tomorrow might be a trigger for the markets, but still I would prefer for the markets to go above 25,850 and sustain on hourly or 2 hourly basis. Then only I'll be interested to take a long, right? Same goes for bank nifty. Bank nifty has done nothing in the past two sessions, but yes, I think slightly it's looking weaker than nifty. Even okay, on hourly time frame, what I am seeing is nifty is trying to make a kind of an M pattern on hourly time frame, on, oh, sorry, 30 minutes time frame. And if at all this neckline breaks down, I think which is the level of 25,550, we might do till 25,000, right? So the same kind of price action is also actually forming in you know just a second. Okay, the same kind of price action is forming on bank nifty as well. But bank nifty, because nifty might be weaker because of the IT, but I don't see that weakness in banking. I think, yeah, probably banking might also do a drop till I think this point, because all the moving averages are very much aligned to each other, right? And I want to take some time of yours, and I want to point out that what currently is going on in bank nifty. Why? Because see, if you see, this was a very good trend from this point of time till this point, and from this point of time all the moving averages started coming closer. And practically now each and every moving average what I use five moving averages, you can see, from 5 20 200 150, right? When did this last happen? All the moving averages coming closer to each other at this point of time, right? And then post that a bigger trend emerged, and wherein again we saw the expansion of moving averages and the ultra expansion of moving averages. So a move kind of like this is pending in bank nifty, because if it all you see, all the moving averages have been stick to each other just like this. So that's what moving average theory says, that a trend, if at all it has to end, for that moving averages have to come closer to each other, and when they are practically very much near to each other, crossovers happen. On early time frame, the 5 EMA will break down 20 EMA for a bearish trend, or on bullish trend the 5 EMA will break out above all the moving averages. So practically this is a break out from the lower levels, and if at all we take support of 20 early EMA, we might be able to go up. All right, so the levels for bank nifty still remains the same. You have to now for going long, I will move the level slightly down 64 above 60,400. You can target 61,000, but we can definitely take a short trade on Bank Nifty below 59,800, right? Below 59,800 you can definitely see 59,500 and 59,000. All right, so we'll also do discussion of gold and gold, silver and crude, but before that I want to discuss the change in OI. The change in OI today, massive support has been formed at 25,700 and 25,800, but equal amount of call and put OI is at 25,800. That means that the traders are, for tomorrow also, the traders are anticipating that a sideways move can play out, right? So from my perspective, unless and until we break out of above 25 850 900, don't try to trade that range, right? For Bank Nifty, uh, sharp longs have been added and only 2.75 lakh of shorts have been added. So for me, I think this is a case of good bullishness only. Coming to gold, all right. So gold is for gold, right? Gold is being moving up with the help of a supportive trend line, and it just came to this trend line and it took support. So if this trend line breaks, we can see a break of trend, and probably we might start moving downwards again. So what gold might do in coming days is, if at all we are able to break above 5100, then I think we are good to go for 5200 5300. But if at all we break down from this one second, if at all we break down from this supportive trend line, I think we might do this and like this, sorry, again we might form a W and then bottom out. All right, because we have seen this every time that this is the first pullback of this long bear move. Generally this first move always gets retested on the downside, and then the market tries to form this. So if at all now, if this structure, because every time we discuss that trading is all about probabilities, if this probability does not have to happen, then the gold will break out of 5100. All right. uh, Regarding silver, I think silver also looks buy on dips, because above same kind of price action is forming in silver also, a bearish inverse pole and flag pattern, right? Sorry, like this. So if at all we break down below this supported trend line, then I think the same kind of move we can see in silver also. But if at all this break does not happen, so silver and gold can keep drifting. They'll not go ultra bullish, but they'll just keep drifting with the support of this supportive trend line, right? For crude has given a very good down move in last 6 to 7 sessions, but if at all, the same thing, crude is moving up with this supportive trend line. So if at all we break this supportive trend line, I think crude might make new lows, and the kind of price action it is trying to form is like this, like this. So, but from my perspective, if at all this is a bullish pattern, your crude can continue this momentum, but for this, crude has to break out above 5800. So any longs will only and only come above 5800, but below this, if at all you take this probability, if at all crude tries to do this, crude can give you a very good momentum below 5700. So a no trade range has been formed from 5700 to 5800. All right, traders. So this was gold, silver, and crude, and I have already done Nifty 50 and Bank Nifty analysis. So this was it for tomorrow, traders. Tomorrow, okay, sorry, tomorrow will be Sensex expiry, so we'll look at the option chain for Sensex, also the premiums. The IV is 12. The premiums are the at the money straddle premium is roughly around 320 points, right? If you can see, okay, sorry, my bad. This is Nifty. All right. So at the money premium, the IV is 17, and at the money straddle premium is roughly around uh, 5 550 points, which is I think good amount of premium, and we can expect a trending day tomorrow. But even today also the IV was high, the premiums were high, but no move came. So be cautious. The range for above in Sensex above 84,000 only tomorrow we can see a good bullish move till 84,500, but on the downside a good fall can come below 83,500 till 83,000. All right. So tomorrow I'm not expecting, seeing the premiums technically, I'm not expecting a silent day. It should be trending day or it should be a volatile day. But seeing the past two sessions, the IV was high at that point of time also, and but we saw a sideways move. So taking that into consideration, it's a little bit ambiguous to say that we might be sideways or trending tomorrow. We'll see in the market live in our Telegram group. Do join that group if you want live analysis of Nifty, Bank Nifty, and other tradable things. All right. Take care. Stay safe in the markets. Good evening.